Ah, Venice, the city of canals, gondolas, and now sheer fabric crises. The 82nd edition of the Venice Film Festival has given us all the drama we crave. Cinematic premieres, flashing cameras, and fashion choices that leave us questioning whether stylists secretly hate their clients. Sure, there were a few glamorous hits, but let's be real. What everyone's gossiping about are the sartorial disasters, the outfits that make you squint, tilt your head, and wonder if a sewing machine revolt occurred backstage. So, buckle up. Number 12. Leslie Bibb, Chicken Wire Chic. Leslie Bibb graced Venice in what can only be described as glitter chicken coop couture. Her strapless gown sparkled from afar, but upon closer inspection, it looked suspiciously like bedazzled fencing mesh. Sure, the glitter added some pizzazz, but it had backyard barbecue energy, like the kind of dress you'd wear if your neighbor invited you to a cookout and you wanted to dress up, but also help repair the chicken coop. To be fair, she pulled it off with confidence, which saved the look from total collapse. But still, Venice red carpet is about drama and elegance, not farmyard fab. Number 11. Cristina Perotti, Deja Vu Dressing. Cristina Perotti took safe to a whole new level. She arrived in a lemon yellow, or was it chartreuse? The debate rages on. Gown that looked oddly familiar. And by familiar, we mean, didn't we already see this 3 years ago? Spoiler, yes, we did. Silk fabric, billowy sleeves, flowy skirt. It was almost identical to what she wore at the 79th Venice Film Festival. Recycling is great for the planet, but on the red carpet, it's more like showing up to prom in last year's homecoming dress. She did look elegant, but the risk level was at absolute zero. It was giving perennial garden chic, lovely, consistent, but nothing new under the sun. Number 10. Suki Waterhouse, Walking Disco Chainmail. Suki Waterhouse decided to bring medieval vibes to the broken English premiere, but with a Vegas twist. Her gown looked like it was made from oversized gold sequins, the kind you'd expect to see dangling from a keychain at a tourist gift shop. The skirt seemed confused about its own identity. Part skirt, part curtain, part, oops, I ran out of fabric halfway. The top half, meanwhile, looked like it wasn't entirely sure whether it wanted to stay attached. Add in black stockings and platform heels that could double as murder weapons, and you've got yourself a look that screams chainmail warrior princess, but only if the battle is at a rave. Number 9. Ginevra Francesconi, Roman statue meets pantyhose. Italian actress Ginevra Francesconi clearly wanted to channel ancient goddess vibes. She showed up in a sheer brown off-shoulder lace dress, the kind of outfit that whispers, I belong in the Colosseum, or maybe a lingerie shop. At first glance, you think, oh, she's going for a marble statue come-to-life moment. But then the realization hits. It's basically what would happen if someone unraveled a giant pair of pantyhose and decided, yes, couture. The shoes, sky-high enough to qualify as construction scaffolding, didn't help either. She looked ready to topple into the nearest gondola at any second. Memorable? Absolutely. Timeless? Only if statues could blush. Number 8. Amelia Jones, Victorian undergarments on parade. British actress Amelia Jones also graced the Frankenstein premiere, but her outfit was giving more Victorian chambermaid than red carpet royalty. She wore a sheer black lace dress so see-through it didn't even bother casting a shadow. Somewhere in the afterlife, Victorian ladies are clutching their parasols in horror. This is what happens when you raid a Civil War-era lingerie chest and then toss on a shrug that says, yes, I'm fashion. The cameraman in the background of her photos was visibly disinterested, his camera hanging limply at his side as if to say, I cannot, in good conscience, photograph this. Honestly, relatable. On social media, one German commenter summed it up perfectly with schrecklich, peinlich illegal, embarrassing. Number 7. Heidi and Lenny Klum, mother-daughter corset lesson. Ah yes, the Klums. Heidi, the eternal queen of daring fashion, arrived with daughter Lenny at the La Grazia red carpet in matching corset-inspired gowns. Heidi's was a nude-toned, frilly explosion, while Lenny opted for safer black lace. It felt less like a red carpet moment and more like a live-action demonstration of, kids, this is how you embarrass your offspring. The vibe was giving mom drags you to her favorite karaoke bar and makes you duet like a virgin. Lenny looked sweet but reserved, as if internally muttering, fine, I'll do the corset thing this year, but next year it's pants. Number 6. Molly Sims, mushrooms meet lace. Molly Sims wanted to bring gothic elegance. The top half of her lacy gown nailed it. Modest, classy, even a little Victorian chic. And then, disaster struck. From the waist down, the dress ballooned into what can only be described as a fungal situation. Was it haute couture? Was it a poisonous mushroom cosplay? Was she hoping a Smurf would show up to accessorize? It looked like her stylist whispered, you know what this needs? A skirt inspired by forest fungi. Number 5. Farhana Body, upholstery couture. Farhana Body hit the carpet in a dress that might have been stitched together from her grandmother's velvet couch. Dark, velvety fabric? Check a tuft the size of a small child sprouting from her shoulder? Double check. The rose detail on her shoulder wasn't subtle. It was so massive it could have filed its own tax return. Walking behind her must have been a nightmare. You'd either get slapped in the face with fabric or mistaken for part of the bouquet. This wasn't just fashion, it was performance art. The performance being, how many people can one dress accidentally poke in the eye? Number 4. Shailene Woodley, disco ball disaster. Shailene Woodley rolled up to the Motor City premiere in an outfit that looked like it was caught between Studio 54 and a one-piece swimsuit. The sequins screamed disco, the neckline screamed danger, and the slit was having an identity crisis. Left side? Front? Both? The result was less fashion icon and more swimwear catalog from 1978. And yet, fans defended her fiercely. They weren't dazzled by the dress, but by her face. Natural, expressive, Botox-free, something rare enough in Hollywood to become the real headline. One fan wrote, we're so used to actresses who look like mannequins that when someone shows up looking human, people attack her. Number 3. Maksuda Akhtar, Met Gala reject. Maksuda Akhtar strutted in wearing a gown that screamed avant-garde, which is fashion speak for confusing but bold. The stiff bodice looked like it could double as armor, while the asymmetric skirt flashed a slit that said, surprise. To her credit, she wore it with confidence, and that's half the battle. In fact, one fan called her irresistible. Clearly, love or good lighting really can make you overlook even the quirkiest design choices. Still, the overall vibe was less Venice elegance and more Met Gala art project that didn't make the final cut. Number 2. Yeom Hye-Ran, Yard of Turquoise. South Korean actress Yeom Hye-Ran came prepared with a classic black gown, but then her stylist threw a bolt of turquoise lace across her shoulder like, here, now it's extra. The lace draped dramatically, trailing down like a curtain that missed its chance to hang in a theater. Was it bold? Yes. Did it clash with her skin tone? A little. Back home, South Korean media gushed about how captivating she looked, which is polite code for, we're still deciding. Number 1. Paris Jackson, Leather Bride of Frankenstein. Paris Jackson brought her rocker edge to the Frankenstein premiere in a black leather gown paired with opera gloves and enough jewelry to blind a gondolier. The neckline plunged low enough to show off her tattoos, because what's the point of body art if not to use it as an accessory? Rings stacked over gloves sealed the deal, she was giving goth bride with a jewelry addiction. Some called it daring, others called it tacky. Personally, I call it what would happen if Frankenstein's bride raided a hot topic and came out with store credit. And that's a wrap on the Venice Film Festival's boldest fashion blunders of 2025. If you had a good laugh, or at least a good eye roll, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Until next time, stay fabulous, stay opinionated, and remember, in Venice, even a wardrobe malfunction can become a masterpiece.